From a small garage in Seattle to a trillion-dollar empire, this is the story of Amazon. The year was 1994. The city was Seattle. A man named Jeff Bezos had just left a comfortable, high-paying job on Wall Street. He drove across the country with a singular, powerful idea. He wanted to sell books over the internet. This was a new frontier. Most people didn't have internet access. Those who did used it for email, those who did used it for forums. He chose Seattle for its pool of tech talent. He chose Seattle because it was close to Microsoft. He chose Seattle because it was near a large book distributor. He started the company in the garage of his rented home. The scene was modest. A few desks made from doors and 2x4s stood on the concrete floor. Extension cords snaked across the room. Bezos himself wrote much of the initial code for the website. He needed a name for this venture. His first idea was Cadabra, as in abracadabra. His lawyer misheard it as cadaver, and the name was quickly dropped. He then scrolled through the dictionary. He stopped on the word Amazon. It was the largest river in the world. The first book sold on Amazon.com was in July 1995. It was a science textbook. A bell in the small office would ring every time an order came through. Soon the bell was ringing so often they had to turn it off. In the early days, Bezos and his small team packed the books themselves on the garage floor. They drove the packages to the post office. The growth was immediate and relentless. The company was not just selling books, it was selling a new way to shop. It offered a seemingly infinite catalog, something no physical bookstore could ever match. The scale was shifting from a small garage operation to something much, much bigger. The early goal was simple but ambitious: become Earth's biggest bookstore. Books were perfect, easy to catalog with ISBNs uniform in size and easy to ship. An online store had no such physical limitations. This vast choice, combined with competitive prices, was the initial hook that drew customers to the strange new world of online retail. From the very beginning, Jeff Bezos established a core principle that would guide Amazon for decades. He called it customer obsession. This was not just a marketing slogan. It was a deeply ingrained business philosophy. The idea was to start with the customer and work backward. Every decision, every innovation, every new service had to answer a simple question: does this benefit the customer? Bezos famously kept an empty chair to represent the customer and forwarded complaints with a single ominous question mark. One-click ordering, open reviews, positive and negative, plus easy returns made the experience irresistible. And the flywheel, better experience drove, more customers, more sales, lower prices, and back again. The process was optimized end-to-end, building an army of repeat buyers. In 2005, Amazon unveiled a program that would fundamentally alter customer behavior and lock in loyalty for years to come. It was called Amazon Prime. For an annual fee of $79, members received unlimited free 2-day shipping on eligible purchases. At the time, this was a radical and expensive proposition. Shipping costs were a major barrier to online shopping. By removing that friction for a flat fee, Amazon encouraged customers to place more orders more frequently. Prime transformed shopping into a regular habit. While Amazon lost money on shipping initially, Prime members spent significantly more than non-members. Charts showing the rapid growth of Amazon Prime memberships from 2005 to the present day. The program evolved: Prime Video, Prime Music, free ebooks, exclusive deals, forming a powerful ecosystem and a formidable moat. While Prime reshaped retail, another quieter revolution was taking place inside the company. To run global e-commerce, Amazon built sophisticated infrastructure, huge data centers, vast databases, massive computing power. Around 2006, leaders asked, what if we rented this out? This was the birth of Amazon Web Services, AWS. AWS sold computing, storage, and a suite of services to clients from tiny startups to massive corporations and governments. AWS grew at an astonishing rate, transforming the technology industry. Companies could build and scale without buying their own servers. More importantly for Amazon, AWS profits, billions, were reinvested into retail to fund lower prices and faster shipping. A pivotal moment came in 2000 with the launch of Amazon Marketplace, inviting third-party sellers, expanded selection exponentially. Amazon provided storefront payments and a massive audience for a commission. Marketplace competition, even against Amazon's own retail, drove prices down, benefiting customers. For sellers, it opened a global market. For Amazon, it became the infrastructure of e-commerce, the everything store. The site became a one-stop shop, fueling massive, diversified growth and embedding Amazon into daily life. Amazon's true power is not just visible on its website, it is in its physical presence across the globe. Controlling the movement of goods mattered as much as controlling checkout. Amazon spent decades building one of the most complex and efficient logistics networks ever seen. Fulfillment centers, sortation, delivery stations. Inside, a symphony of human labor and robotic automation unfolds. When an order is placed, software locates the item, robots ferry shelves to pickers, items move miles along conveyors to packing and labeling. Optimized for speed and accuracy, millions of orders are processed daily. Beyond the warehouse, last-mile infrastructure enables same-day and even 2-hour delivery. Tens of thousands of vans, a fleet of cargo jets, and Amazon Flex gave control over the final, costliest mile. While rivals relied on UPS and FedEx, Amazon controlled its destiny, costs, schedules, and unmatched speeds, a protective moat. If logistics is the backbone, data is the central nervous system. From the start, Amazon was a data gathering machine. Every click, every search query, every item viewed, every purchase, every review collected, stored, analyzed at staggering scale to understand customers with unprecedented precision. Recommendations use your history and millions of others to predict what you'll buy next, driving cross-sell and upsell. Real-time trends, power demand forecasts, inventory placement near likely buyers, lower costs, faster delivery. Prices can change millions of times a day. Algorithmically, marketplace data reveals what sells, which categories grow, and effective price points. A powerful asset. Critics allege Amazon uses seller data to launch private label competitors, placing it in the dual role of both gamekeeper and poacher. Amazon's relentless rise left a trail of disrupted industries and defeated competitors. Traditional bookstores suffered, Borders filed for bankruptcy in 2011, warning the retail world that Amazon played a different game. Walmart proved resilient, investing billions in e-commerce and leveraging its physical footprint to fight back. eBay's auction focus ceded ground to Amazon's new, fixed-price, prime-accelerated convenience. Amazon launched Kindle, Alexa, and bought Whole Foods, each conquest expanding the empire. Success brought controversy, especially treatment of warehouse and delivery workers. Reports cite pressure, surveillance, targets, missed quotas, risk discipline, or termination. Injuries and turnover rose. Workers organized for better pay, safer conditions, and reasonable expectations met by aggressive union resistance. Amazon argues it offers competitive wages and benefits, and that unions add bureaucracy. Regulators scrutinize market power, especially Amazon, as both marketplace operator and seller. Critics say seller data advantages private labels. Devices like Alexa and Ring raise privacy and surveillance concerns. Questions persist. How is data used, shared, and protected? What explains this unprecedented rise? How did a humble online bookstore become a global behemoth that touches nearly every aspect of modern life? 2 core strategies. First, logistics atoms, not bits. Second, data and technology. It built a delivery machine, turning a cost center into a weapon-collapsing click-to-doorbell time. It learned at scale, personalized experiences, optimized operations, and productized internal tools like AWS funding more innovation. Logistics plus data formed a self-reinforcing flywheel. Long-term thinking and bold bets define new categories. Now power meets scrutiny, labor, competition, privacy, lawmakers, workers, consumers, the story is far from over. Bold bets, deep systems, a relentless drive to shape the future. From a garage startup to a $1 trillion empire, Amazon rewrote the rules of business.